I hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to bring you guys in, see about talking about constitutional silver. So, constitutional silver is a good way to get fractional silver. 1 ounce of silver is 28.35 grams essentially. So, this bar here is not very divisible. If I wanted fractions, constitutional is definitely going to be the way to go. If I was to go ahead and buy something like some Geiger 30 by 1 gram, that's a good way to have fractional stuff. The problem is, if you can look on here, for 30 of those, it's a ridiculous amount of money. And it's not even a troy ounce. I would have to add in 1 more gram to make it a full troy ounce. So essentially we can get much more divisible silver if we use constitutional silver or junk silver, which is 90%. And we can get a troy ounce out of it by putting in $1.40 of any value. So if I put in 4 dimes, 2 halves, it's going to weigh the exact same amount if I was to put in 4 quarters and 4 dimes, or 2 quarters, a half, and 4 dimes. If we were to throw that onto the scale here, let's just pull some of that to the side here. Set this right here. Let's go ahead and make sure that levels out. So yeah, $1, we'll throw in 2 halves and 4 dimes. Brings us to 1.129 troy ounces. Let's do it again. Let's throw in 4 quarters, 4 dimes. 1.1 troy ounces again. So yeah, essentially any way we do it, it's going to be a little over 1 troy ounce for $1.40. Normally when you go to buy constitutional silver, let me pull out this little piece I made right here. You're gonna buy it in a multiplier. So you're gonna get $1 face value usually. So let's say we get 2 halves. If we pay 20 times for these 2 halves, so it's $20 for every $1 constitutional of junk silver. It takes $1.40 to weigh 1 troy ounce. So if we were to multiply 20 times $1.40, we see we were paying $28 an ounce. So at this point we can check what spot price is, then go ahead and determine whether or not that's a good deal. Right now today when I'm making this, spot price is just below $33. So if you can go somewhere and get 22 times face value, I consider that a good deal. So this kind of is a breakdown of what I'm talking about here. As far as 1 troy ounce weighing 28 grams, a face dollar is about 0.715 ounces. That's why we need $1.40 to come up real close to that 1 troy ounce, and it's just a little over. And with that constitutional or junk silver, it gets worn down, so it gets a little bit thinner. So that'll actually get closer to 1 ounce as time goes on, and those have circulation on them. Morgan dollars, peace dollars, and nickels are not part of this equation. I just want to note that. This is only if you're using dimes, quarters, and halves. The Morgan dollars are a little bit bigger. I think they weigh just a little bit more. And then, the nickels, they ran those for 3 years, and they're 35% silver. So that's why those are out of these equations. So if you wanted to, you could take a screenshot of this and kind of have that on standby if you decide to go to your local coin shop and purchase some constitutional silver. You can know what you're paying for it, what you can afford, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out and makes you feel a little more comfortable about going and and getting some of this constitutional stuff. I really enjoy it. It's real money. It's not just some kind of currency or some kind of fiat. If something was to happen, people that don't know about constitutional, they would find out. They'd get educated real quick, because people that have been preparing for something to happen, they're pretty knowledgeable about this stuff. So yeah, anybody that knows anything about currency, they know what 64 and earlier is. being 90% silver and its real value. So I hope that helps you out. Like I said, take a screenshot of that if you needed to. Have a great evening.